So I was watching this video, right? And I'm just making this video because there's this thing that human beings do where they lack all awareness and understanding. I'll give an example really quick. People complain about poor people being poor, the struggles to do things in societies, yada, yada, yada. But there's not very many families creating self-sustaining houses so that their kids don't have to do all the things in society, right? And then taking the next step and being like, hey, we're also going to teach our kids how to do things that they can sell to people. And boom, people would be able to opt out of some of the struggles of society and then still participate in society. This is a simplification. But no one's doing this. So I'm getting into this video right here. Right? I was watching this video. I'm just going to show it real quick. Alright, so I don't know if the camera picked it up properly, if it was clear, if it was easy to see, but the video was why I got banned on Twitch. So far, I've seen most of these things that Asmon gets banned for, and it's all stupid. It's all racist shit. Now, Asmongold may or may not be racist, but I'm just gonna talk about the reason why we have third world countries, right? The reason we have third world countries is very simple. It seems like Asmongold doesn't understand the real reason that there's third world countries. And I'm going to break this down fundamentally, right? First of all, the human race, our species, sucks. The human race is trash. We'll enslave people, grape. This is a concept only human beings, only people do. Yes, other animals might do it to a degree, but it's literally just reproduction. It's literally just, they don't know any better. People are the only creature on this planet who will sit around, see a woman, see a man, see a kid, and now you have systems designed like, oh, I need money. I might get this dude drunk, get him to have my kids, and I'll be golden, right? Oh, I haven't had any ass in a while, right? I see this cute girl, she walks the alley, run to the alley, knock her out, now you're raping her, right? You're in a party, you put drugs in their drink. It's like human beings are the only creatures that do this type of shit. Right. When we talk about why there are third world countries, right? The way that you can have a person when you're using TikTok, Instagram, all these different things in your DMs, and they're like, hey, you're cool, hey, blah, 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 right? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I lost my Cash App. Someone attacked me. Here's a fake picture of knife wound. Could you send me money? Right? It's like the same way we have people just scamming people. And that's what people decide to do with all the technological advancements and all these different things. It's the same way in a third world country that they have access to certain things. And people will decide to use it the wrong way. They'll decide to use it to take advantage of other people. Then on top of that, the core reason there's third world countries is because other countries that have more, right? They go to these places with less. And they take things from these people. They convince these people to work and do things, and then because they can't read, because they don't know language, because they don't know this, they'll just tell them some shit like, oh, God is the reason we're doing this. And then the people might believe it. Some of the people that are dumb in the third world countries, they'll be like, oh, yeah, God, and oh, they said they'd come here and help us out. And then the people put on a facade of like, oh, yeah, no, we're helping you guys for blah, 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 blah. And then what do? They leave with 90% of all the stuff that they brought, 90% of all the stuff they said to give, blah, blah, blah. And then they give these people like 10%, sometimes even less. And the reason they do this is because those people already don't understand certain things. The reason we have third world countries is not because the people in the country suck or their ass or anything like that. It's literally because the human race is the worst species of all the species that exist. Human race is a creature that does nothing but manipulation and take advantage of things in order to get ahead, right? Now we're going to go into the science of it, just a little bit of the science of it. How did people get out of the Ice Age and all these different Stone Ages and Iron Ages? Not by evolving our body. We didn't grow claws. We didn't grow wings, right? We didn't raise our body temperatures. We took other animals, cut them up, used their skin, right? We took other animals, made weapons out of some of their bones. Literally, this is how people advance and become what we are today, by manipulating stuff. Every single part of our history, every single part of the human existence for people, for us, is nothing but some type of manipulation and taking advantage of stuff. It has been nothing but 100% of all the things that we do. Look at capitalism, look at communism, look at all these things that people come up with, when in reality, if people wanted to do the best society, what would people do? Oh, well, everyone learn how to build a house. Yeah, then we're going to educate you on how to build a house. Hi, everybody, if you can't build a house, well, we'll build a basic type of house. And this house will never go above $500. And everyone can afford it. If you want a better house, if you want a more interesting house, well, we'll teach you how to build things. We'll teach you how to change things. And then you'll make your house a better house. And then in making your house a better house, you'll use money, right? You'll give back to the economy to buy all the additions to your house. And you'll pay for how to learn. And then there'll be a certain amount of learning that'll just be free. Because we want everyone to have an equal opportunity to do this thing that we're saying that you could do. Society doesn't look like that because all throughout our history, 100% of our existence, human beings have done nothing but manipulate and take advantage of other people. That's all human beings do. It's all human beings will ever be capable of doing. 2026 years is too much time to say, oh yeah, people are going to change. People are going to become better. People are gonna, no, if you believe that, you're a stupid fucking delusional person. There's 8 billion people on this planet. That is more than 8 times the amount of people who existed a very long time ago. If people were going to change, it would have happened a long time ago. And part of the reason why people act in that way goes back to what I'm talking about. Manipulation. You go to school, you get indoctrinated. You don't get allowed to go learn anything that you want. If school is real, you would get one book full of all your education information. 2 pages would have everything for reading and language arts, how to read, blah, 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 right? 2 pages would have all your math, adding, subtracting, multiplying, right? Blah, blah, blah. It'll give you all the basic stuff on 2 pages. The book would come up to like 100 something pages. That would be the one education book that y'all print out that teaches you the basic stuff, and everyone would get this one book in school. Then you have your things that get more specific, like dictionaries, right? You have a dictionary for every fucking concept there is. You have your dictionary for words. You have your dictionary for jobs. You have your dictionaries for electronics, right? What is a dictionary? It's A through Z, each fucking thing that exists, right? Not every single word, but it's each word that exists that starts with an A, B, C, D, E, F, G in alphabetical order. You get each one of those things. These 2 types of books is all you need for education to have the perfect fucking education. A through Z architecture. You're gonna be an architect, or A through Z each fucking thing with architecture. And then you have your book where it's 2 pages. And it tells you all the basics of architecture on every 2 pages, right? And that would come up to however many pages. The reality is that the human race is manipulative as fuck, right? And at every opportunity, human beings are taking advantage of each other. So in these third world countries, right? Instead of them using all the literal billions of resources, almost infinite resources that they've used to sustain their lives and build their cities over the past whatever, instead of making sure that they can't do certain problematic things that fucked up, people would rather just fend for themselves and manipulate people and shit. This is why there's cartels and shit. There's a whole bunch of people who just want to manipulate stuff. This is why there's mafias, gangs. There's a whole bunch of people who just want to manipulate stuff. And then they don't get proper assistance and help from the government because the government doesn't make simple systems like the one I was just talking about with the books and the education. Y'all print all these books. Y'all have printed billions of books. Y'all could have came up with that system. Y'all could have put that system in place if anyone actually gave a fuck about doing the correct thing to make sure that people have the opportunity. People would rather sit down and say, oh, people don't want to do things. People wouldn't do it. People wouldn't use it. You'd rather use all that time being a manipulative asshole instead of saying, well, how about we put it up for the people who want to use it and want to try it? Don't we already do that with the education system that we have now, the dog shit one that doesn't teach you things properly, that fucks you over in a lot of scenarios, both figuratively and literally? If you look at the people who essay children at schools, the way to know the human race is nothing but a bunch of manipulative assholes, just look at the fact that you can't even say things like rape, or you can't get ads anymore. You can't make money. We care so much about rape that we don't even want you to say the word. Anyone who might grow up in our education systems that are trash and never hear that word aren't even gonna know what's happening to them. But y'all would pretend like that's not scenarios that y'all create, because once again, human race is nothing but manipulative trash. That's the real reason why there's third world countries. So to sit down and say that you don't want to listen to people in the third world because they're being manipulated by other people, because of this AI stuff, and they're falling for it because they're human beings, and human beings will fall for anything that you say confidently. It's like, it just shows like people like Asmongold in general, just dumbasses. They don't really care.